Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you're gearing up for a move to, or even just within, Gilbert, Arizona, you already know the drill. Moving can be an incredibly chaotic experience. Between packing up a million boxes and trying to coordinate a dozen different schedules, the absolute last thing you want is a massive headache when it comes to just turning on the tap. Well, you're in exactly the right place today. I'm going to give you a complete, stress-free breakdown of the new Gilbert water setup process. By the end of our time together, you're going to know exactly what to do, what pitfalls to avoid, and how to completely master their brand new digital system without breaking a single sweat.
Setting up utilities? Yeah, it's notoriously one of the most frustrating parts of moving, isn't it? You're usually stuck waiting on hold for what feels like hours, dealing with clunky, outdated websites, and constantly wondering if your request actually went through. But it really doesn't have to be that way anymore. Gilbert has actually modernized their entire approach to municipal utilities, making the whole process faster and just vastly more efficient for all of us.
Okay, let's just dive right into this. Back on June 30th, 2025, the town of Gilbert completely gutted its old legacy database software and launched a brand new, highly modernized utility billing portal. So why does this matter to you? Well, because managing your utilities online now saves you a tremendous amount of time and effort. This new system literally allows you to track your water consumption in real time. It gives you way more flexible payment options, and the whole thing is completely mobile-friendly. It's a massive upgrade that puts the control directly in your hands.
Here is our roadmap for today's explainer. First, welcome to Gilbert Water Services. Then, Step 1, Physical Activation, followed by Step 2, Portal Registration. After that, we'll hit payment options and troubleshooting, maximizing your service benefits, and finally, a quick wrap-up and official disclaimer.
All right, kicking things off with Section 1. Welcome to Gilbert Water Services, preparing for the digital transition.
Now, what's really interesting here is how much time you save just by doing a little bit of prep work. Consider this your personal cheat sheet. To initiate your municipal water service, you're going to need your exact property address and your move-in date, or the date you officially take ownership. You also need to know your official status. Are you the property owner or are you a tenant? On top of that, you'll need your primary contact details and any tax identifiers for billing purposes. Gathering all of this information before you even open your web browser means you aren't going to be scrambling to find documents halfway through the setup process.
Moving right along to Section 2. Step 1. Physical Activation, initiating your municipal water service.
So, getting your water set up in Gilbert is basically a two-part sequence. You've got to start by telling the town to physically turn the water on at your specific address. First up, access the official portal by going to gilbertaz.gov. You'll want to look for the Residents or How Do I tab and just click on Activate Service. Second, select your property type. If it's an existing home, just select the standard residential utility activation form. However, if you're moving into a brand new build that has literally never been connected to the water grid, you're going to need to submit a specialized meter install request. Finally, provide your property identifiers, your legal billing information, and the exact date you want that water to start flowing.
Now, please, pay very close attention to this next part. It is an absolutely crucial timeline. You have to submit your activation request at least one business day prior to your scheduled move-in or closing date. This ensures standard processing. If you wait until the last minute, you could be hit with premium service surcharges, and nobody wants that. Also, it's worth noting that your one-time activation fee and any necessary security deposits won't be charged at the exact moment you hit Submit online. Instead, they will be conveniently rolled right into your very first monthly billing statement.
Which brings us to Section 3. Step 2, Portal Registration, setting up your digital profile.
Okay, let's see how this builds. Once the town actually processes your physical activation request and your water is running, your very first printed billing statement will eventually show up in your mailbox. That first physical bill is basically your golden ticket to unlocking your digital dashboard. When you have it in hand, look at the upper right corner to find your unique customer account number. Next, head over to gilbertaz.gov/utilitieshub and click Register Now. You'll enter your core credentials, so your legal name, phone number, and email, and create a secure password. Finally, you're going to link your physical account to this new digital profile by entering your service zip code and that shiny new customer account number.
So the crucial point here is the formatting. When you go to enter that customer account number to link your profile, it has to be the exact format shown on your printed bill. Literally, you must include the hyphen, and there can be 0 blank spaces. This is a huge stumbling block for a lot of new users. If you skip the hyphen or accidentally add a space, your registration is going to fail. So make sure you type it in exactly as it appears.
Up next is Section 4, payment options and troubleshooting, managing bills, and common hurdles.
Fantastic, you are registered. Now let's talk about the ongoing management of your account, starting with a choice that can save you money every single month. When you go to set up your automated recurring payments, you've got two primary options. If you link your checking or savings account, which they call an e-check, that is a completely fee-free payment option. But if you choose to pay using a credit or debit card, the system is going to apply a standardized $3.25 convenience fee to every single transaction. If you want to keep your utility costs as absolutely low as possible, the e-check route is for sure the way to go.
Let's pivot for a second and troubleshoot some of the most common hurdles, especially for residents who are already living in Gilbert prior to that big June 2025 system upgrade. Here's the deal. If you had autopay set up on the old legacy system, it did not automatically transfer to the new portal. You absolutely must log in and re-enroll your bank details if you want to avoid missed payments. Also, if you signed up for paperless billing and you aren't seeing your statements come through, definitely check your spam folder for emails from noreply@invoicecloud.net. Finally, rest easy knowing that any outstanding balances from June automatically transferred over to the new portal, so they'll seamlessly combine with your current bill.
Section 5. Maximizing your service benefits, conservation and assistance programs. All right, so your account is running smoothly and your bills are on autopay. How can you actually get the maximum value out of Gilbert's utility services? The town offers some really fantastic resources that go well beyond just supplying water to your pipes. Because the new system is so modern, you now have access to real-time consumption monitoring. This is a total game changer for spotting leaks early on or just understanding your household's usage patterns so you can conserve water and lower your bill. You can also sign up for local water conservation workshops right through the portal. And for the most seamless experience overall, I highly recommend downloading the Gilbert 311 app from the App Store. It integrates directly with the Utilities Hub, giving you lightning-fast, mobile-friendly access right from your pocket.
Now, I want you to notice this $30 figure. If things are a bit tight financially right now, Gilbert actually partners with a program called AZ Send to offer the Gilbert Utility Discount Program. Eligible low-income households, specifically those with an income at or below 120% of the HUD area median income, can receive a $30 monthly discount on their water bill. It's an incredible resource that honestly kept over 1,600 people in their homes last year. Just keep in mind, if you do qualify, you have to remember to reapply for this program annually.
And that brings us to our final section, Section 6, Wrap-Up and Official Disclaimer, Final Steps and Important Notices.
We have absolutely covered a lot of ground today in this explainer, from physical activation to digital registration, right on through to financial assistance. To summarize this whole empowering two-step journey, just keep this quick checklist in mind. First, gather your prep documents so you have all your property and tax information ready to go. Second, head over to gilbertaz.gov at least one business day early to request your physical service activation. And third, wait for that very first paper bill to arrive so you can use the exact hyphenated customer account number to register your digital portal profile.
It honestly might seem a little daunting at first glance, but armed with the right structure and knowledge, navigating Gilbert's modernized utility system is entirely in your hands. You know the pitfalls to avoid, the exact steps to follow, and the benefits you can unlock to make managing your utilities a total breeze. So here's the thought to leave you with. Now that you hold the keys to mastering this digital system, are you ready to take control of your utilities today? I highly encourage you to head over to the portal, start your application, and drop a comment below sharing your own move-in experiences.
Just a quick professional disclaimer before we officially wrap up. All of this information is accurate as of June 2025. However, municipal policies and rates absolutely do change over time. So always make sure to verify the most current details directly at gilbertaz.gov. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and good luck with your move.